Cash, I didn't catch it till later, but your touchdown, you did the cash fingers thing. So, two questions: where did that come from? And your first name, is that your given name, Cash, or is that a nickname?
So of course Johnny Manziel, he carried the legacy of the celebration, but my first name's actually Cashin. It's my mom's maiden name, and that's what my parents named me.
But that was spontaneous. Have you done it before?
It was kind of just in the moment situation. Didn't really know what to do.
Cash, walk me through that play against South Carolina. What you see and what was that moment like? Scoring that game.
It was a dream come true for sure. I've always had dreams about like growing up, like scoring a big touchdown in a close game like that. So, just the linemen, I think they're one of the best in the nation, and they just blocked it perfectly, and I came untouched into the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, Cash, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you were a New Mexico State commit before flipping to Georgia. What went into the decision to kind of pass up what I would presume would be a full ride scholarship to come here to walk on?
Can you repeat that?
So you passed up a full ride at New Mexico State to come here to walk on. What made you want to do that?
Coach McGee, he did a good job throughout my recruitment process. He called me quite a bit. He said that scholarship spots were full, and I felt like I had the best opportunity to really grow more into my full potential here. So it's definitely one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I couldn't be more blessed to be in this situation.
DAIJUN Edwards, of course, had himself a game against South Carolina. From your perspective in the running back room, how did you see him kind of approach having to wait and work up to that moment slowly?
I would say it's kind of like what I'm having to do. It's, I mean, Georgia, they recruit great backs. We are always pushing for the best, and DAIJUN is a great running back, and I can't wait to see what he does in the future.
Cash, how big were you when you got here to Georgia, and just how much weight have you put on? How much bigger have you gotten since you've been in the program?
I like to say I'm 6 foot, but I'm actually about 5'11" and a half, so I just kind of rounded up. But I came in at about 165, and I'm sitting around 183, but I'm still trying to gain as much weight as I can to carry.
You're from Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm just wondering, did gotta be football in your family from somewhere? Is there football in your family or athletics of any sort?
No, sir. My brother, he was 2 years older than me. His name's Trip. He always was playing sports, and I just always wanted to do what he was doing, and that's what I did all throughout high school and growing up, was just play all the sports that I could even think of.
You played 4 sports in high school, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the other 3, and what was your second best sport, or was football your best sport?
I would say football was my best sport. My freshman year of high school, I was on varsity baseball, and then sophomore year, I was on varsity track, and junior year, I was on varsity basketball. But I think baseball was my second best for sure.
You were a sprinter in track?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Actually won state my senior year. Yes, sir.
Cash, I talked to Cody Worrell, and he talked about, at the end of practices, you haven't played knuckles, you've taken all these carries in games. Where did that toughness you feel like come from to just go out there and grind it out and play like you did in high school?
I might have to say my brother again. Him and his friends, they were always 2 years older than me, so they were always kind of roughing up on me, and they really made me tough. And I feel like it kind of helps with being my size and running the ball at this level.
Yeah, so after you scored on Saturday, big game, obviously big moment from you. Did you hear from your brother afterwards? How often do you talk to your brother during the week?
I talk to him at least 2 to 3 times a week, whether it could be just like seeing how my day was, or how you're feeling, if you got any nicks or bruises or anything. But he definitely in the locker room actually he called me, or I saw that I had a missed call and I called him back and he was just pumped up.
What's his name?
Trip, Tripp.
You said being this size and running the ball at an SEC level, what does that take? What kind of mindset, and how would you describe your skill set?
I would say that you just gotta be tough. It's a hard game. You gotta be really tough. Honestly, thankfully haven't really gotten hit very hard, but I try to avoid like the big hits by playing it smarter, like trying to make them miss or something. But that's usually what I try to do.
Cash, going back to last season, what do you remember about the touchdown against Vanderbilt, and then sort of again, what was that moment like being in the school?
It was a dream come true. Growing up, you always have dreams about scoring in a collegiate football game in a school like Georgia, and I actually could not stop smiling after that. Until I went to sleep, I was smiling, and I smiled for the entire day after that.
Cash, was Georgia the biggest school to kind of identify you through the recruiting process and potentially extend a PWO to you?
Yes, sir, no doubt. They were most definitely the big school. I had still good schools looking at me, but I felt like Georgia was the best option at the end of the day.
Obviously, you'd never want to see your teammates get hurt, but to have the kind of opportunity that's ahead of you, just how excited about that are you?
I just try to control the controllables. I hate it for them, so I'm just trying to do the best for me and my team, or not my team, the team, and just try to help us win in whichever way possible.
Any more questions for Cash? All right, thank you, Cash.
Thanks, Cash.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.